Yeah, it's been a great feeling. It was a great experience for all of us boys, playing at Wembley for the first time, for most of us anyway. Um, but yeah, a little bit disappointing that we didn't come away with the win, I think, in the end, with such a great performance.
What's sort of been the message from Arnie since that game? Is it about becoming a team that wins these games, or what's it sort of all been about?
Yeah, I think every game we go into wanting to win, and after an impressive World Cup, definitely gave us confidence, and then we grew from that. The big group of the boys were still there from the World Cup, and some new boys added to the team. So yeah, we just want to get stronger and stronger each game, and that was another one that we showcased ourselves, but didn't get the result in the end.
How did you find the experience now that you had time to reflect on it? Was it sort of to live up to kind of the Wembley grandeur that we all built it up to be?
Yeah, definitely. Since I was a young boy, I wanted to play at stadiums like that against oppositions like that, and got the chance, 90 minutes, and yeah, very proud of everyone involved. But as I said, I think we deserved a little bit more from the game.
Your performance was sort of befitting of the stage. What sort of allowed you to rise and take on these boys that are playing in the Premier League week in, week out?
Yeah, obviously, moving to Scotland was big for me personally. Getting some European football under my belt and playing big teams like Celtic and Rangers definitely helped. Big crowds, and then, as I said, going to the World Cup, me personally helped with confidence and getting used to stadiums and noise like that. And yeah, just want to improve each game, and hopefully, we can win games like this and get big games moving forward.
Ian, I might throw to you now.
Hi there, Keanu. Sorry that I couldn't be at the venue today, but
No
just
problem.
wanted to ask you how the experience, the Wembley experience was, because it's. I know you played in front of some big crowds and that, but was this right up there with anything you've experienced before in your career?
Yeah, definitely. Over the last 12 to 18 months, I've experienced a lot in my footballing career, in my journey, and yeah, it was amazing. Honestly, the lead up was amazing. The game was amazing. I think credit to everyone. I think we went out there and performed to the best of our ability. Find details that we'll take away from the game and we'll improve on.
I know there was frustration in the camp that you perhaps didn't get a result out of it in the end, but I've just wondered how much more that's motivated you to make sure that you do come away with a result against New Zealand on Tuesday.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of disappointment, which is a positive thing for us because they are a world-class side. I think number 4 in the world. I think so. Yeah, got to give credit to them as well. I think it was a moment off a set piece that we probably switched off just for a second, but we'll learn from that as a team, as players individually, and we'll grow from it. And yeah, definitely, we, as I said before, we want to go into every game wanting to win. I think we do believe we can win. So, we're going to continue that mentality, and then yeah.
What about the? I understand that you're playing for this. What is effectively football's, should we say, soccer's Ashes. There's a prize at stake between Australia and New Zealand. Are you a football historian? Is that something that's captured your imagination?
Yeah, ever since I was young, I've always loved football. 4 or 5 years old, I always had a ball at my feet. So, and then as you get older, you start to watch legends of the game, whether that being in Australia and all other top leagues over the world. But yeah, I've definitely always wanted to represent my country and play in these big games and big moments, and I want to win. Anything that comes my way, if that's trophies, one-off games, So we're going to go out there to win that game for sure.
Have you been given a nod yet whether you'll be featuring during that match? Because obviously it's a big squad, everybody wants to go.
Yeah, everybody. It's obviously a big squad and great players that we have here, so a lot of competition. No, nothing yet. We'll go into training and go in as normal, and yeah, we're recovering from the England game the last few days, but we're back in today and we'll get started again, ready for the New Zealand game on Tuesday.
Tim, I might come back to you.
Yeah, I guess on a similar note, is it important in this game to, keep a bit of consistency? Obviously, World Cup qualification, Asian Cup, to go with maybe a similar lineup. I know you don't select the team, but how important is finding a bit of consistency amongst the team, given what is on the horizon? Counter selection.
Yes and no. I think we've got 26 players that are more than capable of stepping up to any occasion, and that's credit to the staff when they pick squads. Because, as I said, my journey, I left Australia to go to Europe, and you see a lot of boys that have done that around my age, and then you've got the older boys with all the experience. So, yeah, it's a bit of yes and no. You wanna build on what you've been doing, but I think everyone in this team can achieve great things.
This game, I guess, in particular, is it important to start building that? I guess continue to build that form towards World Cup qualification and the Asian Cup.
Yeah, definitely. You don't see a whole change usually in teams anywhere in football. In club football, in national team football. So I'm sure there'll be a core of players that will play again, and whoever comes on that pitch knows their roles, knows their jobs, and knows ultimately want to win that game. So.
Ian, back to you.
Just wondered, Keanu, on a personal level, whether you get a big stage like that, a shop window like Friday night. You got some rave reviews I've seen in the British papers. How ambitious are you as a player? I mean, I understand that that Bolton were in for you at the start of the season, and do you foresee a move on the horizon, or you're perfectly happy with at St Mirren and life in Scotland?
Yeah. No, look, as a young boy, I always had ambitions to play in the Premier League one day. I think most kids do, or top 5 leagues in the world, and that's still definitely a dream and goal of mine. But you also can't live in the future. You got to live in the moment. So taking each game as it comes, both national team and clubland. Whenever I get my chance to do my absolute best, and it's what I pride myself on. So just got to keep doing that, and I think the rest will take care of itself.
I think there is a big Scottish contingent there. We were calling them the Jockeroos when we talked before the World Cup, and even more in the group now. Do you have a sort of special bond, the Scottish-based players in the squad?
Yeah, I think so. I think we do. There's a lot of banter get thrown around in Scotland. Obviously, when you verse each other, beat each other, lose to each other. We verse each other 3 times a season over there. So, yeah, a lot of banter gets thrown around, and they're all great lads and great boys, and we get along well. Not just the Scottish boys, but yeah, there is a little bit of some jokes and that flying around for sure.
So particularly St Mirren versus Hearts, is it?
Yeah, that seems to be the big Aussie one. Hibs now as well gets thrown in. So yeah, it's good to obviously travel with those boys as well. It makes it feel a little bit more comfortable coming in and knowing you've got some familiar faces there.
Tim, anything from you?
No, I guess just back on the similar point. I was going to pick up on your sort of Premier League ambition. You mentioned the World Cup, and then a game like Friday where you go up against a lot of guys that are playing in that league. Does it give you a bit more confidence and belief that you can make that step whenever it might come? Yeah,
definitely. As a player, I've always believed in myself for sure. You have to, or else it's hard if you're stepping over the line and playing players like that. So yeah, definitely made it feel like the dream's definitely possible. I always believed that, but it's good that you can go toe to toe with them and showcase your abilities for sure.